Okay, today we're going to be showing a method to get out of the arena. It's actually pretty simple once you know how to do it. So the two weapons you'll need to bring are going to be the machete and the double axe. So what we're essentially doing here is using the weapons as ice axes to climb the walls. Now, not all the walls are climbable. You have to use the ones that are on the far end of the arena. These are going to be the ones that have spikes. These wooden pillars with spikes on top are going to be the only ones you can climb. Now just do as I do here. You want to make sure you're always putting your knife or the end of the axe at a downward angle. Otherwise, you're going to slip off the wall. Yeah, kind of like that. So always make sure you're going at a downward angle, otherwise you're not going to stick. Now I've tested this with basically all the weapons. Ideally you'd have two machetes, but since you can only get one of each, we use the double axe and the machete. Now you gotta be careful after climbing up here because there's a turret floating on a ring in the sky that's gonna shoot you if you stray too far from the arena, because the devs actually thought about you climbing out of the arena. There are a couple safe zones. The place I'm in right now is a safe zone. Where I am here is not a safe zone. You can hear the turret shooting at me. And over here in this corner is a safe zone. As long as I stay in one of these corners, I'm safe. The problem with getting out of the arena here is a lot of times the AI is going to get stuck trying to get to you, and you're not going to be able to shoot at all of them. A lot of times the AI will actually kill themselves if you stand where I'm standing right now. They'll go into the area right below and to my left, and they'll just despawn. But there's still going to be a lot of enemies that just either don't spawn because you're not in the arena, or you haven't cleared enough of the enemies yet, or they'll just kind of sit there and not come outside. So this actually isn't a good way to clear an arena. At least, not yet. Maybe someone in the future will be able to find a spot where you can actually fully exploit the AI and be able to clear a level. But right now, I have not found a good spot to actually be able to finish a level climbing up here. Okay, cutting forward a bit. Just a few notes. This wall on the left here cannot be climbed. It's got an invisible wall on it, as you can see. Alright, so here I'm going to show kind of exactly where the non-safe zone starts. I die the moment I step out here. So you have to move really fast if you want to be able to bypass that. Okay, this corner is also pretty good. You can see into the other spawn. You can also see into the spawn behind you. But the spawn on the left over there, you do have to move all the way to hit that center spawn. But again, the problem isn't being able to shoot things, it's being able to get the AI to spawn and finish spawning and not get stuck. That's kind of the big problem here. Okay, so back here again at the center spawn, I'm going to showing kind of exactly where you're safe, peeking out from under here, and where you can see the bullets start raining down. The turret above will wallbang through one or two pieces of wood, but it can't hit that can't go through that big block that's above you. Still, you can't directly peek into the spawn without dying here. The next minute and a half or so of footage is just going to be me slowly dialing in the exact sort of little square you have to work with in this corner. If you want to find that out by yourself, you can skip forward about a minute. Okay, here we are on the other side of the arena. It's almost a mirror image, but not quite. Again, this corner is safe, just like the opposite corner is, and the corner close to the center is safe. But all the areas in between and further back are gonna be basically kill zone areas. Okay, so this wall right here is actually climbable. However, if you climb up here, this happens. Yep. So you can't actually climb up there without dying, unfortunately. You also have very little room to maneuver here, because as you see, just peeking out a little bit gets me shot at. Okay, let's look at the other corner. The one close to the center spawn. So this is pretty much the same as the other side. Your safe zone is about the same size. The AI still gets stuck in pretty much the same places. So that's about it for what I found climbing out of the arena here. Eventually I did have to jump down to finish off the enemies. Couldn't even like finish off a round, just staying up here. So you'll see me jumping down sometime soon. And I'll include some extra footage at the end, showing a little bit more about what it's like just sitting up there, I guess.